How's it guys, JP here from Pulse Pythons. I'm here with Ray from Reputable Reptiles. What a video for you guys today. We are here at the facility that actually produced the first scaleless ball python in South Africa. Ray, please take us through how you created this, where they came from, and then show us the beautiful baby.
Thanks, JP. Yeah, look, I think the idea first struck me when I saw the first scaleless corn snakes, and I had a chat to Henry Kemp, and we arranged an import, which was around 4 years ago. So I bought the first two scaleless heads from America, brought them in, took a while to get here. When they arrived, unfortunately, they weren't in the best of conditions at that time. So my male was pretty small compared to where he should have been, and it actually put my whole program back quite a long way. So far behind that my female actually laid a clutch last year, and my male only bred this year. Fortunately for me, the two of them actually got it right. He didn't get it right with any of the other females, but at least he got it right with the one that was imported. So I'll just quickly go through and show you the parents first. So first of all, the mother, she is here. Okay.
So these are your imports.
This is what I imported as babies sort of 4 years ago. I think what's quite important to know here, to have a look, is at the actual scaleless heads. Okay, obviously they're head shy, but you can see that
The yellow parts there.
yeah, there are no scales on that section. Then another interesting identification for the scaleless is the last subcordial is actually split. If you look on my thumb, okay, you can actually see there that that last one is split. If you go and look at all your other ball pythons that aren't scaleless heads, you'll see that that's a solid scale.
So what are the genes in this girl?
Okay, that one is a pastel. Okay, I wanted to say granite, it's not granite.
Cinnamon.
So yeah, so it's a cinnamon. Okay,
So cinnamon pastel.
yeah,
Scaleless, or
yeah,
scaleless head.
head.
But she's stunning, eh? Guys, I hope you noticed that all these snakes are in beautiful, wonderful condition. Ray really takes pride in looking after his snakes.
Now this is my passion, eh? You know, I think for the last 30 years or more, I've kept snakes, and it's one of those things that have never gone away from me.
So you were into ball pythons when albino was the,
No,
was the best gene.
Indigenous in those days. Everything was indigenous. Okay, guys, this is my super pastel male. Right, this guy, you can see he's a bit smaller. I really battled with him when I brought him in. I had to force feed him for quite a long time.
And how old is he now?
He's 4 years old. So yeah, when I got him, he was only 192 grams. So there you can see it's skittish, eh? Obviously with the force feeding and that. There you can see the scales that are missing on the head. Right. So this was his first breeding season, and what I was trying to create is obviously the scaleless, which is the super form of the scaleless head. And I was a tad worried when I only got 4 eggs from the girl, and your chances of 25%, so there's one egg out of those 4. Then one didn't incubate properly and died, so it left me with 3 viable eggs, and I thought, geez, the chances of getting a scaleless is now pretty slim. Fortunately, those 3 eggs hatched, and I'll now show you the babies. Okay.
Right. Which one is this one?
No, that's a baby from last year. So like I said, the female went first. This was her second breeding season, and it was his. So this is a cinnamon 100% head clown. If you come in, you'll see there the scales missing on the head. Okay, and then on the tail you can see the split.
So that's obviously the best way to see that it's got the scaleless gene in it.
Yeah, definitely, and especially that split in the tail, because the head sometimes, some of the babies from last year have only got 1 or 2 scales missing.
Right, let me put these down on this side.
Thank you, JP. All right, so I'll just run quickly through these 3 babies that I was fortunate enough to hatch out this year. Okay, the first one is a pastel. Okay, he's got a fair amount of scales missing on his head. Okay, luckily a boy.
But it's almost like you can see the scales missing better on sort of the pastel genes.
Yes.
Because obviously with
Almost
that
looks like
head
a
stem,
super pastel.
yes, so it's with that head stem, so it's got many more scales missing.
Yeah, but the amount of scales missing is not really that important. What's quite nice here, guys, is that 2 of the babies are sterlings. Okay, so I'll show the one first that has got scales. Thanks, JP. Right, so this is a scaleless head sterling. Okay.
It's a stunning snake.
You want to hold this one, and I'll bring out the other girl. That's a boy, fortunately. So in the clutch, I was fortunate enough to have 2 males and 1 female.
Well, it's for the projects of the future.
Yep, 100%.
So you're saying you want to take this obviously to pied and all that as well?
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. Like I said, that last year I've got it into clown, and we'll take it into pied. So this is going to be a direct comparison between the 2 same genes, one in scale, one in scaleless.
So this is the cream.
This is the dream from many years ago. So there we have SA's first scaleless ball python.
Next to her
She's
brother.
ready. Yeah, and so you can see the difference in the contrast between the patterns, and then the pattern is, the colors just pop.
It's really, I mean, the scales take away what you want to see in the snake, and when you look at it like this next to each other, I mean, this is the exact same
genetics.
Same genetics, just the one's got scales and the one doesn't. But I mean, the feel of the snake, guys, I can't even explain it to you. It's completely, utterly different. It's almost like a banana peel.
Yeah, it's all crinkly here,
but really, really, really pretty.
And so far, I mean, she's eating fine. She's had 2 sheds. The first shed came off 100% fine. The second one, it didn't break anything like that, but I did assist her to shed. Not that there was an issue with it. I'm sure she would have shed it normally, but we just wanted to make the video, and she was halfway through shedding. So one of the things I'm going to do is keep a record of how I need to keep her if there is any differences. But so far, I've seen absolutely no difference between
that's with humidity. But now also, obviously, they don't have the belly scales, and that's how they move around.
Yeah.
So there's a line underneath. What is that? Is that just when you remove scales?
Yeah, where the scales would normally cover that whole thing up. If you look underneath here. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's obviously, if you think about it, in any animal, you basically a double connection. Okay. So that would be the same thing on a snake. You just don't see it because of the scales.
This is amazing. Well, guys, I think that's going to wrap up the video. But I just want to say thanks to Ray for allowing us to come to his facility. Guys, I'm surrounded by hundreds, if not 1,000 snakes at the moment. It's like a kid in a candy shop. This is an ultimate dream for, I think, any ball python breeder wanting to produce the visual scaleless, and Ray being the first in South Africa. It's a landmark, and I mean, yeah, 30 years of keeping snakes to get to some sort of a topic like this. I mean, something as great and as brilliant, and you guys will not appreciate this on camera. You need to actually see it with your own eyes and feel it. It is completely utterly different to everything else. This is something that's unreal. It's totally unreal. But Ray, thank you so much for allowing us to be here. And guys, seriously, look up Reputable Reptiles. I'm going to try and put a little bit of a link in the description, or a contact information, or actually contact me, and I'll put you in contact with Ray. Ray's not a very big social media guy. And then guys, seriously, morphs like you will not believe, found over here. Also colubrids, corn snakes, boa constrictors, king snakes, milk snakes, you name it. Guys, seriously, Ray, thank you very much.
JP, thank you for your time.
Not a problem. Guys, catch us again. Have a lucky day,
everyone. May it be a good one, eh?
Cheers.
Cheers.